Beaver, 522 Papa Juliet, departing runway 36, Commerce. There it is. Easy schmeezy. Easier to fly than a Cub. Feel that heater?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it feels good.
I turned it off. Is it a little warm? Probably in Alaska and Canada, this is about as high as you get.
Yeah,
they're just flying down rivers and between mountains and about 105 miles an hour on the flap operating speed, but when you hit them, it's like an elevator. I'm just slowing down a little bit to get to the flaps. Start pumping those in, it just goes up. Wow.
Oh my God, you can feel it.
The guy in Canada would not let me slow fly. He wouldn't let me do any slow takeoffs or slow, short landings. Short field, what I meant, short field takeoff or landing. He said, you're going to learn to fly slow when you get home. So, and again, no brakes, no yoke. He wanted to just make sure if something happened, he could grab something and make sense. So he was having me fly final approach at like 80 miles an hour.
Really?
Full flaps, and even on takeoff, get the tail up. And if we did one and the tail's up and you've got the takeoff flap setting, the plane comes off like one of your helicopters. Nose down, and it's almost just hovers off. And it was the weirdest dang feeling. I said, my gosh, it's like a helicopter, because that's how it sort of felt. And when we were landing, and you put all of this full down trim on it, all the way down, and your landing flap setting, I mean, you're really having to push the nose down, obviously, to get the thing to fly and get down, and you land, and no big deal. Well, then when I got home, I wanted to learn to, come in with the 3-point or whatever, and it was tough because you have to just slow the plane down, which I'm about to do. And then when you get the landing flap setting in, there's the flap setting for landing. To come in nose
traffic 6034 Bravo, we are
come in nose high. I mean, you really just have to slow the thing down. And it was just a weird, took me a little while. So now we're just kind of hovering about 60 miles an hour.
What's the stall speed?
45 at gross in the flap setting, but I've had this thing up just, I don't fly it that low and slowed. So I mean, I've flown in 2 STOL events, but I got down here about 40 miles an hour, and I was by myself. I had the full flaps, and I was just kind of hovering. I couldn't hardly get it to stall.
Wow.
And it's just a real gentle stall. Of course, there's no stall horn. You just have to kind of feel it. But
does it give you a buffer?
Barely any.
Really?
It just kind of hangs and it just kind of drops.
I'll be darned.
The wide gear makes it a whole lot less squirrely, obviously, than
On the ground, yeah.
the smaller. Like the Cub, that J3 is just crazy squirrely, but once you get the hang of it. 2 years ago, it wasn't last year, yeah, it was at 15. I got a call from some friends of mine that run the Texas STOL event down at Llano. Well, it was at Llano for about 3 years, and now they moved it down to South Texas to a bigger venue because we just filled up Llano's airport. But we actually flew in the Fort Worth Alliance Air Show.
I remember that. I was there for that.
Okay, so
Yeah.
we did the STOL demonstration, and we had all flown in the STOL competition, and that's how they sort of put together a team with the SQ2. I think there were 3 Carbon Cubs, a Super Cub, 182 Cessna, let me see, what was it? 182B, I think, or something. The guy could take off crazy quick. And then the Beaver, and they just were showing different STOL aircraft, and the guy narrating all that stuff. It's kind of cool. And then last year, I went down to the Texas STOL competition in Llano, and they created a super heavyweight division. It was me, a brand new, what was it? Quest Kodiak, brand new. There was a guy in a Broussard was supposed to be there. He didn't make it, and then a guy in a pressurized P210 wanted to enter. So, you know, that was kind of funny. But that poor guy in the Quest, the Kodiak, almost tore that plane up trying to beat me.
Really?
I tore him up. My shortest takeoff was 256 feet. Wow. But then they, you know, your landings, and then they do over the pylons and all that stuff. It was a lot of fun. Very light fuel. Commerce traffic. Beaver's on a left downwind for a 3-6 Commerce. Anything particular?
No.
Barrel roll or?
Oh, of course. Might want to get a little higher for that.
Yeah.
So the fuel tanks are on the bottom of the
Yeah, we're
flight.
sitting on them.
Right. So if you fly inverted, you got a gravity fed system at that point, right?
Yeah, I don't want to be upset there. My instructor, one day, we spent the first half of the morning just talking about the aircraft. I was ready to go fly, and he said, well, let's just go through the POH. We're just going to talk. Commerce traffic, Beaver, 522 Papa Juliet, left base, 36. And he said, okay, if you're flying out over the water in this plane, and the shore's right there, but it's sort of rocky, you know, kind of these big rocks, and your motor dies, where are you going to put the plane? I thought a minute. Commerce traffic, Beaver's on final for 3-6, Commerce. And I said, well, I land on the rock, you know, on the rocks. He said, no, you don't want to land on the rocks. He said, you're sitting on 95 gallons of fuel. Ooh, big rocks are going to rip your gear out. And you're going to light up like a Roman candle, you know, type deal. So I said, yeah, okay. Shallow water. A little grass here.
Oh, nice.
Actually, I'm going to do the grass on the other side. I usually land past this old taxiway if I'm going to land on the grass. That's kind of rough. More of it, but rough. Traffic, Beaver 522 Papa Juliet, turning left downwind for 36. This will be a full stop, Commerce.
We are over the airport at 4,500 feet, turning to road, keeping good traffic.
Commerce traffic, Beaver 522 Papa Juliet, turning final 36, Commerce. This is that 80-mile-an-hour stuff he just had me doing. That was,
Oh, wow.
So, you know, to pull the nose up and make it slow down, that's what was kind of crazy. Fun times.
Very nice. Yeah, it was.
We've taken it up to Oshkosh for the last 2 years, and the first year, 15, I flew it down to Sun and Fun.
Nice. How about this year? You going?
Oh yeah, to Oshkosh, not Sun and Fun. For me, that was sort of I just wanted to go. I mean, no comparison, obviously, to Oshkosh, and a little warm for camping, so.
Oh, yeah.
But it was fun.